Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. In the last episode, we have cleared the lizard in addition to gathering more of our upgrades for ourselves, and in this episode, we are just about getting ready to enter our 6th dungeon of the game. And this dungeon, we're just about to encounter more, well, another annoying enemy, which I will explain, but would you look at that! There is actually a secret this whole time in that area, and of course, it's actually one of those, secret pathways that we could take. Oh, and a fun little fact here, I actually didn't mention in the last episode when we got the recorder. I think the item makes a return in Super Mario Bros. 3, which I do believe it's, called the Warp Whistle there. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, but in this game it's actually called a recorder. What it does, it kind of does the same thing in Mario 3, like it just takes you to, like the one world that you're currently in to the next world. And it actually uses the exact same sound effect that, like when you use a recorder in this game, which in any case, it's actually the same, it's actually that same part of that one music in the, title sequence in Ocarina of Time. So, just a little bit of trivia there that you guys might know if you haven't already. So, this is called the Dragon, and just as soon as we enter through this door here, that annoying enemy that I'm going to talk about are, well, just as soon as I take the candle out and light up this room. These guys here. These are called the Wizrobes, and, well, just like every other enemy, there are two variations of them, like there's the orange ones and the blue ones. Orange ones, they teleport randomly from one place to another. And the blue ones are even more annoying, because they will move around. I think that's all they do, and they take more hits to kill. And they use their magic beams here as their only way of attack. But I think the blue ones especially, they kind of hurt a lot, so... These guys I do not like, apart from the likes. Likes. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Okay, I'll stop it. That joke was kind of lame to begin with. But, yeah. Thanks to that magical shield that we have, it could deflect the attacks of those Wizrobes. So there's one thing. Something that the wooden shield can do, the one that we got at the very beginning. Since I didn't actually explain much of the shields. Yeah, oops. Something else I want to talk about, about the Wizrobes. In Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, for some reason, the Wizrobes look a lot like the Ku Klux Klan. I'm not joking here, I mean, if you haven't played it, then, well, you'll probably know what I mean, but, yeah. For one thing, though, in this game, the Wizrobes, they kind of look like those mage classes in the earlier Final Fantasy games. I mean, that's what they kind of look like to me. And yeah, here we have encountered the blue Wizrobes. Yeah, they will move around a lot, unlike the orange Wizrobes. Like, they'll just move around and, like, in a bit of a pattern here, and then they'll just teleport to another spot. Orange Wizrobes, they stay in one spot, but they would teleport, but they're still a little easy to kill. And yeah, from what you saw when I was killing the orange Wizrobes, it kind of does look like that I'm actually, like, you know, I just used a sword on nothing, like, you know, I'm actually, there's a little flash there, it's like I just killed something even though you can't really see it. I do apologize for that, it's because the, capture card I'm using, it doesn't seem to pick up very well with the, flashing sprites of the Wizrobes. I mean, I can still see where the Wizrobes are when they're flashing on my TV, but for the capture feed, the video footage and this kind of video feed, it kind of looks like that that I'm actually hitting on nothing. But it was actually the Wizrobes. It's, you know, just the capture card couldn't pick up on that. And yeah, I had to speed up that part there when I tried to when I was using the potion to heal myself, because it can take a pretty long time whenever you're trying to heal yourself, especially when you're very low on health. but I just had to speed that up so that way you guys wouldn't have to worry much, or so that way the video wouldn't drag on so much. And yeah, we just killed Gleeok again, even though we just killed him in the last episode. Yeah, this game... Well, I mean, it's done that with Manhandla, but this game will probably have some sort of tendency to recycle bosses. Well, I mean, I know one aspect that's gonna happen again, like, you know, and like in the, kind of like in the Donkey Kong Country games, like when they start recycling bosses, and also, and they also did that twice in Donkey Kong 64, but, yeah. Oh, yeah, and get this here. I try to kill this like, and watch what happens when I get a little too close to him. Or, this is actually something unintentional, but you'll see what I mean. So, just as soon as yeah, see, I get eaten by this like. And what I did there was that I actually mashed the buttons hoping I would escape, and somehow, I still kept my magical shield. It did not get eaten. So, I think it kind of works that, that, like, if you try to mash the buttons, then you'll be able to escape, and then your shield will be safe. I don't know how that would happen, but I guess it's a neat little trick. So, I still got eaten by the like, but since I mashed the buttons, then my shield's okay. I still have it right here, and I actually looked up, and I know the difference, the shield spray differences, like, between the wind shield and the magical shield, because the wind shield, like, it has, like, the wind shield is a little bit smaller, but then the magical shield, it just, it looks a little bigger. I mean, you might notice it a bit with those, shield sprites. Oh, and look what I did there. You see that there? I picked up the magic wand, and then, like, you know, I pressed the B button at the same time, just as soon as I picked up the magic wand, and I still managed to kill that Keese. So, I don't know if I just performed a glitch there, but whatever it is, that's pretty neat glitch there, I would say. So basically, what the magic wand does, it's very much like the arrow. Like, you can shoot at the same kind of beams, just like the wizards are shooting. Unlike the arrows, however, they do not require rupees, so that's actually one good thing about it. You don't have to worry about wasting your rupees whenever you're using the magic wand, and it's actually better than the arrows in a way. Well, at least in this game. I don't think well... Actually, I know the canes do appear in later Zelda games, like in A Link to the Past, but I don't think the magic wand. But I know that's where the arrows got better in those games. I also gotta say, though, whose idea was it to just put likes and bubbles in the exact same room? Like, you know, they put a like in whatever room, and, you know, they just have to put bubbles in the same room as well. So, who thought this was a good idea to do so? Because, you know, like, you know, if you were to just make contact with a bubble, you won't be able to use your sword, and you would just risk your shield being eaten. Unless if it was my case, where my shield somehow did not get eaten. But, you know, that was just... That's just... I don't know, it's just... I don't know what Nintendo was thinking when they just decided to put a like and bubbles in the exact same room, because, you know, it's just... I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, so normally, like, whenever you have the white sword and you're trying to kill the Vires, they usually split up into 2 keys. Well, not anymore, because with our magical sword, we can actually instantly kill the Vires and not have to worry about anything else. So that's why the magical sword is the best in this game, because, you know, it gets a lot of stuff done. I mean, it might as well be called the Master Sword for this game, even though the Master Sword made its debut appearance in Link to the Past. But yeah, this is where I kind of start having a little trouble, and I had no choice but to use that potion, because, you know, so many Wizrobes, so many likes. Well, I mean, I'm always careful when it comes to likes, but, you know, I was lucky there. I was so lucky that my shield did not get eaten. I mean, that's actually thanks to my kind of trick there that I just used, but, you know, that was still lucky on my part. I'm not sure why. I don't think that the trick was implemented again in the 3D Zelda games, particularly Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Because I think even if you do try to mash the buttons, then your shield will still get eaten. I mean, you know... Well, as a matter of fact, when I actually got eaten by that, like one time when I played Ocarina of Time as a kid, I didn't actually mash the buttons. I just let myself get eaten, but that's because I didn't know much. Then again, I was a kid playing Ocarina of Time, so I probably didn't know much. But I'm not sure if it was implemented again in those games. And yeah, what I didn't really notice that I actually did just pick up that key. I just didn't notice it there because I was standing on the spot where the key was. And yeah, I had to ignore the Wizards because I just got tired of fighting them. I really want to get this dungeon done right now. Alright, so this is Goma, or Queen Goma, however you want to call her here. So, despite this appearance, look at this. Just look at that. I just shot the arrow only once, and just one hit. She instantly died. Just look at that. I mean, it's kind of funny though, because the later dungeons get more tedious in this game, but yet the bosses for some reason get so laughably easy. I mean, the way that I just killed Dig Dogger with having to use the recorder, but the way I just killed Goma just by shooting that one arrow, and she instantly got killed. See how laughably easy that was? So I just don't know what's going on here. It's weird. So anyway, so now we have the dragon done. So I think just about 2 more Triforce pieces to go, and then we should be good. So the next episode, same thing of course. Need and I say more. So until then, see you all later.